Yo, what's going on everyone? How you guys doing today? Welcome back to another Steam 2 video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about another one of those world drop weapons. And this one that I don't really see anyone talk about. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Legato 11, a new solar shotgun. Now this shotgun has some very interesting perks, including some of the new ones. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the perks that this weapon can get. What are some of the special ones? What are some of the ones that you should be looking for? And the god rolls that you should be searching for if you're looking for a god roll on this weapon. But before we get into any of that, we actually have to talk about how to actually get this weapon. And this one's going to be a random world drop. So your best bet is going to be basically to use the tonic that gives you more world drop weapons to drop whenever you have it on. Or just go in and turn in the daily tonic onto idle. Now the Legato is a slug shotgun and it comes with the origin trait Suros Synergy. Reloading this weapon gives you a bonus to handling and reduces incoming flinch for a short period of time. This one's actually pretty good on shotguns, not only for that increased handling, but also just how often you can proc it. You basically just have to reload one shell, so you can pretty much just constantly keep proccing Suros Synergy if that's what you want to do. Now when it comes to looks, the weapon is not really anything special. It's essentially just like the basic Suros slug shotgun model. They all kind of look like this. This one still doesn't really do anything different. But now let's move on and actually let's take a look at the perks that we have on this weapon. And I'm going to be breaking down all of them, telling you if they're good for PvP, for PVE, for both, or maybe for neither. So let's get into it, and let's start with our very first trait perks. Now here are all the options we're going to have for the very first trait perk, and we're going to be starting from the top. The first one is auto-loading holster. This one's going to be pretty decent, gives us a way to reload the weapon without actually reloading it. And it works really well when using this shotgun in short bursts. Like you just pull out your shotgun, dump your whole mag, put it away, and for whenever you need it, it'll be ready. Next up, we're going to have deconstruction. This is going to give you increased damage against vehicles and constructs. And this one can be very good, but only in those very specific situations. Most of the things in the game won't be either of those two. So that's when this perk is just pretty much useless, because it just won't do anything. So this is a very specific perk, very niche, very situational, so I wouldn't really recommend it. Next up, we're going to have some heal clip, and I think this is like the very first time we actually see it on a shotgun. But this is going to give you some survivability. You'll get health every time you reload after getting a kill. And with the shotgun, since all you have to do is just load one shell, it's another perk that you can actually proc quite a lot. Even when you don't have a lot of reload speed, you'll still be able to proc this weapon quite a lot and help yourself and also your teammates, because it also affects your teammates and heals them as well. Now next up, we're going to have Killing Wind. This is going to give us some increased mobility, weapon range, and also handling after getting a kill. This is going to be pretty okay for the Crucible, but I definitely wouldn't say it's the best perk. Now next up, we're going to have one of the new perks, which is Lone Wolf. This is going to improve your aim assist, your aim down sight speed, and also your airborne effectiveness. And all these stats are going to be increased when there's no teammates nearby. And this is like the perfect set of stats for this weapon. We definitely want more aim assist since we are using a slug, and being able to aim down sight speed a little faster will definitely also help the weapon. So what I think is that this is probably like the best Crucible perk if you're planning on taking this weapon into the Crucible. Next we have To the Pain. Whenever we have this weapon equipped and we take some damage, we get increased handling and also increased aim assist. Now this is going to be another okay perk. This weapon already has some pretty good handling, so we won't really take full advantage of the extra handling, but the extra aim assist is nice. The bad thing about it is that we are going to have to take some damage before we see any type of benefit from this perk. But even then, that extra aim assist will definitely really help us, so I would say that this one's definitely still a pretty decent PvP perk. And the last perk that we have in this column is going to be Triple Tap. Whenever we land 3 precision hits, it will return 1 ammo to the magazine. And this is not going to be from reserves, this is from thin air, so this is just free ammo. This one's going to be pretty good in PvE if we're trying to do some DPS with this weapon, or you shoot a bigger enemy with this weapon, because we just get to have some free ammo. Some free shots that we wouldn't have otherwise, but it is definitely not as strong as something like 4 times the charm. So I would say that this one's going to be a pretty solid PvE perk. You can never go wrong with some Triple Tap. Now the best PvE perks for this slot are definitely going to be Triple Tap, Heal Clip, and auto-loading holster. Now for the Crucible, I would definitely tell you that you're looking for Lone Wolf in this slot. It is the one that gives you pretty much all the stats that you're looking for. The extra aim assist, the extra aim on sight speed, even some extra airborne effectiveness. So you gotta go in the air with the shotgun. So Lone Wolf is 100% gonna be the best one when it comes to the Crucible. Now here are gonna be the options we have for the second perk, and let's get started with Focus Fury. Dealing half of the magazine as precision damage will increase the damage on this weapon. Now this is a 20% damage increase, which is not bad. Now this one's gonna be pretty decent, and when you pair this up with something like triple tap, it means that you can get some more shots out there with that 20% increased damage without having to reload. So yeah, definitely not a bad perk for PVE, just to get some extra damage. After that, we're gonna have Cascade Point. Final blows or sustained precision hits with another weapon will increase this weapon's rate of fire. And this I think is actually gonna be pretty great on this weapon, as just something that you can pull out and just melt a big enemy. You're getting some kills with your other weapon, you see a big enemy like a champion or maybe just a major, you proc that Cascade Point, pull out your shotgun, and then just empty your whole mag into them. So I can definitely see Cascade Point being really good at this weapon for just taking out some of the bigger enemies. Next though, we're gonna have Closing Time, which is one of the new perks. This one's gonna give us increased range, accuracy, and handling as our magazine gets lower. Now this is gonna be amazing for the Crucible. In the Crucible, we're always gonna be running around with like 1 or 2 shots, meaning that Closing Time is always active, giving us that extra range, as well as that increased accuracy. And that increased accuracy is gonna be the main thing that we're going for, just so we can make sure that we land that headshot and you snipe somebody with the slug shotgun. Closing time is like quickly becoming one of my favorite perks to run on shotguns, and they should be pretty good on this shotgun as well. After that, we're gonna have Frenzy. After being in combat for 15 seconds, we're gonna gain increased damage, increased handling, and increased reload speed. And usually, I'm a big fan of Frenzy, not as much of a fan on some of these special weapons like the shotguns. Next up, we're gonna have Incandescent. This is gonna give us more AoE, it's gonna give us a way to apply Scourge, and it pairs up really well with Heal Clip. Incandescent plus Heal Clip is like the classic solar combo. So if you want the solar combo on a shotgun, then this is gonna be the one that you're looking for. So Incandescent is gonna be pretty decent, and it'll definitely help you get even more ad clear out of the shotgun. So Incandescent is gonna be pretty decent, and it'll also help with the ad clear on the shotgun, since that's like the thing that it's not really good at. Next, we're gonna have Offhand Strike. Final blows will give this weapon additional range, stability, and accuracy when firing from the hip. Just don't run Offhand Strike. Just don't do it. It's not really gonna be worth it. Just don't. And the last perk we have on this column is gonna be Vorpal Weapon, which is gonna increase our damage against bosses, vehicles, and enemies in Super by 15%. Now Vorpal is actually gonna be pretty good on this weapon, especially if you're using this as a way to get rid of some of the bigger enemies. Kind of similar to the same way we're going to be using Cascade Point, except that with this one, instead of having that increased RPM, we just straight up just do more damage per shot. I especially like Vorpal because we don't really have to do anything special, we just pull out the shotgun and we're already just always going to be doing that 15% damage increase. Now the best perks that I think that you should go for here for PvE are going to be Incandescent for some more ad clear, Vorpal Weapon for just helping you deal with some of the bigger enemies, and also Cascade Point, because it just gives you this weapon that can pretty much nuke everything that you want. Well, for the Crucible, you definitely want to go Closing Time. It's just like the best perk that you can get on the slot. Closing Time is what you're looking for. And now let's talk about some god rolls, and let's first start with PvE. And let's get the first one out of the way, Incandescent plus Heal Clip. This is just such a strong combo on pretty much any weapon that you put it on, and it continues to be true with this one. It may not be the most interesting combo, but it's definitely effective. Another good one is going to be auto-loading plus Vorpal, or auto-loading plus Cascade Point. We're going to be using those perks in a similar way, basically just kill enemies, and then put the weapon away. So auto-loading holster is going to be perfect for that. After we kill that big enemy, or unload all our magazine with Cascade Point, we put it away, and it's going to be reloaded for the next time we need the shotgun. Now for the Crucible, I would recommend that you go Lone Wolf plus Closing Time. That seems like a pretty good perk. You are basically always going to have some extra stats with the weapon, and the weapon overall is just going to feel better. But those are going to be the god rolls that I recommend that you guys will go for. If you guys have some suggestions of your own, make sure you guys leave them in the comments below. Or if you're going to just tell me the role that you got in recently, also leave it in the comments below. But thank you for watching today, thank you for stopping by. Let me know what you guys think of the weapon. Do you think you like it? Do you think you'll not like it? Have you used it in the Crucible or in PvE? Let me know that also in the comments below. With that, we're going to end today's video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. I actually been enjoying this weapon a lot more than I expected. But with that, we're gonna end today's video. Thank you all for stopping by today. All the support lately has been amazing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.